Okay, Armory Youth Solstice Invitational. This was a cool meet. I raced the 3K. I kind of did it for fun. I didn't know I was gonna do it until like 4 days before, because I was like talking. I had mentioned that there's a possible, like, I text my coach like I could race this event. He was like, yeah, go for it. So I did it. 3K. It was an okay competition. There was one guy that was as fast as me, who I looked out for. He had 9:39 PR, like last year. I was looking for 9:40. That was what my coach told me to go for. But yeah, it was a good race. So yeah, this is me. This is me and this is the guy who had a 9:40 PR. I was gonna. Coach told me to kick at 1K, and I was like, okay, I'll kick at 1K. Like, with 1K to go, and I was gonna do that, and then I was like, okay, now Then I was like, let me hold on to him a little longer. I probably could have kicked at 1K and got a little bit of a better time, but it's whatever. My splits were like all over the place. I just remember like first, like, just go out like with this guy and see what happens. He wasn't really pushing the pace too much, but there were times where like the gap was like getting big, but I wasn't really too worried because I know I can kick. And like I was like I'd rather have a little bit of a gap so I have something to chase rather than just like blast off, which I did anyways. I just blasted off once it was 600 to go. So yeah, we're just running. The race just started. I don't want to take it, so I let him take it. He was a pretty good front runner. So he takes it. I'm just sitting, and this guy behind him, we drop pretty much everyone in the field by the halfway mark. We lap the guy behind us. We lap like everyone in the field. So yeah, I split a 5 flat first mile. I think he did like 4:59, 4:58. So that was like really good. So that shows that like aerobically the training's been working. Yeah. So yeah, the gap gets big, but I'm not really too worried about it. I just keep looking up at the jumbotron or whatever it's called, the TV thing up at the Armory, to visualize the gap, because I feel like for like me, like it's just like another view, right? If I just see like the person in front of me and I see that gap between, that's cool. But if I can look up and see like the side gap, then I can see, okay, how big is the actual gap, right? I can like calculate it better. But yeah, he looks very like he looks like a good runner. He looks smooth. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking a little much, but this was like with a full week of training. I'm still like training hard right now. I doubled like 3 times that week. So yeah, I'm not like, I'm pretty far. Like from that picture alone, I'm gonna move my camera, but from that picture alone, from right here at 2:42, or sorry, wait, let's go back. At 2:30, it looks like I'm not coming back. And then I realized, and then my brother was yelling at me. He was on the side. He was like, "Yo, you're so far. Go." He was yelling at me, and I was like, "Okay, bet." And so then I was like, "Okay, I should probably put try to close the gap a little bit." But it was not like, this was not like, I'm not gonna lie, this was not really a hard race. So then we started lapping some dudes. He slows down a little bit because he sees these guys, and so I take that. He slows down right here, at the corner, because he's like, how am I gonna get through these 2 little dudes? I see that, so I start speeding up because I was like, I'll just run over the little dudes. I didn't really care. So he slowed down a little bit. I tried to catch him up. Yeah. It was like, it's just a chase, he knows. He didn't look up at the jumbotron at all, at the TV at all, which I don't know. I guess that shows that he knew I was there. Yeah, that was it. So there's this dude. He's like, what am I gonna do? Because this dude, we didn't want to let him pass. Anyways, he lets me pass better. We have like 8 laps to go. I just sitting and kicking in. I don't know if he knew, but I think he knew I was right there. He must have, because he didn't look at, I don't know. He didn't look at the TV yet. I never saw him like look up at the TV. Like you can see me looking up at the TV. He never did that. I did many times. But yeah, keep looking and I get on him. So now we're about to be done with the first mile. Yeah, so we both split. Oh, sorry, he splits 5 flat. I split 5 flat too. Okay, so we both split about 5 flat. I don't know where he is now. We're like on the other side of the field. Yeah, blah blah blah. Here we come. You know, now we have like what, like 1,200 to go, something like that. 1,400 to go. 600. Yeah. I'm still right there. It looks like a big gap because he's leading, but I don't really care. I could hear the announcer saying like, "Oh, it looks like he's gonna get it," but then I turned on the Jets a little bit because I was like, "Okay, this gap's a little big," and I wanted to at least be in frame. So then I turned on the Jets a tiny bit, and then you see me coming out soon. Yeah. Then I just gotta get on him. Push, 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 push. Then I get on him. Then I remember I just see the number on the screen 3 and I kick. But on like the lap counter, here we have what about 1K left, and I remember telling myself like, okay, coach wants me to kick now, and honestly I probably should have, but I don't know. I also really wanted to win, you know, get a win early on the season. So keep pushing. You know, we both look pretty relaxed. Like he looks like he has a lot of run left in him. I know I have a lot of run left in me. So I was expecting him to kick a little bit. He did not look that tired. I mean, I could see his pushing a little bit, but his running form was pretty good. He's pretty fluid. And so that's the guy we lap, like who was like starting out with us, and we lapped him, which was cool. So yeah, now there's what, 800 to go, something like that. Yeah. So now it's like things are getting heated up because there's 4 laps, and now I know it's time to wrap up. You know. And so I just get close to him and figure out when I get really close. I just figure out when I'm gonna move, and then you'll see me. I just like now I know I have him because it's right there, right? I don't know. He's right there, and so I could see it was pretty much once I turned it on, it was wraps. Then I get on his side. I think he's looking at the jumbotron. He sees me up there. And I'm not even like pushing it until like I get to the line. Now I push it, and then the gap starts to form. 740. I start pushing it. Gap starts to form, and it's pretty much wraps after that. You know, he really has no answer. Yeah. Yeah, he's not even like in frame. So we got about what, 40 more seconds into the race. It's probably like 2 more laps. 1 more lap actually. Is this the bell lap? Maybe. I close in, I think like, I don't know. I think I close in like 36 maybe. I don't know. And then yeah, once there's like a 50-meter gap by the end. Not by the end of like the race, but like some point here there's like a 50-meter gap, and then I don't know, when I'm not chasing anyone, like it's much easier to kick, or it's not as hard. It's easy to kick because like I'm not chasing anyone, so I just have to like press it. But yeah, I move it out the way, come to get my first place. I check up to make sure he's not there, then I just really start pressing it. Pump the arms. 9:27, big PR. So that was cool, and then he finishes. That was a good race. 9:27 was cool. It shows that I'm very aerobically developed. I think, you know, it's a great point to start off, especially because like that's like a 10:07 2-mile. So, and the goal for this year was to go sub 10 in the 2-mile. So I'm very, you know, it's pretty good. I'm really excited about that. Now I have a race today at the Marine Corps Classic, Holiday Classic. I was gonna shoot for like sub 450, but there's like actually some really good competition. There's some 430 guys, so I'm excited to maybe just try to stick with them and see where it takes me. If I could stick with them for, you know, even 3 laps, 4 laps, I'd be, you know, for 800 meters, that'd put me in a really good spot. Yeah, and then I'll probably do 800 later, cause I think like a 10:07 2-mile, a 4:55 1600, or sorry 4 45, 1600 and a 208, 800. That would kind of make sense. But yeah, so my race is at what, 7? It's 12 o'clock, so I have time. I'm just kind of chilling. I'll probably do like a little 10-minute, 8-minute shakeout. But yeah, good stuff.